All right, guys. Well, welcome to our team call. I'm hiding in a bedroom in a huge, huge mansion. While there's about 50 people in this house, for those of you that don't know, I'm at a Rod Hairston event in Austin, Texas, and it's because of our partnership with Growth U. And quite an honor for Susan Wheeler and I to be working with the team of Growth U. Those of you that are doing Transform U with us, there's 109 of you doing Transform U with us. You know a little bit more about this, but basically, Growth U, Rod Hairston's group, are coming out with 10 new assets that we're going to be a part of. Also, we're becoming Growth U certified advisors. Basically, so we can better serve you. And it's kind of fun for me to have Susan here with me as well, to have someone else on the same page on this learning curve with me, so that certainly if I forget something, she'll remind me, and we'll be able to bring home all this goodness to you guys. But it's quite an honor to be here. And so that's why I'm hiding in a quiet bedroom. They're all out there, and there's probably more than that here. There's probably about 60 people here. So if there's any disruptions, you'll know why, and I'll try to mute it. But I wanted to keep the team call because I just wanted to, certainly, I'm sure you've all seen and are aware that it's Raspberry Cheesecake Shake Drop Day tomorrow. And so certainly if you haven't gotten the word out yet, we are allowed to do that now, so get the word out. I know personally I do an email to all of my customers. I send a team email, so those of you that have selected and opted into my emails, you can certainly share them with whoever you'd like. I also do the Hit 'em Up app, so for those of you that maybe don't use that app yet, that is just a quick way to message people. Text messaging is definitely an effective way to get the word out about a new shake release, or it just is a great way to offer fabulous customer service to your clients. So I will be doing that also. I just literally got my email out right before I hopped on this call, and I'll be doing the Hit 'em Up app after. But that's how I choose to get in touch with my clients. When you have special clients that you know love the seasonal shakes, it's always a good option to pick up the phone too. Pick up the phone and call a few of your top clients that you know love these seasonal shakes, because Raspberry Cheesecake is a brand new shake for us. So typically, from what I've seen, and those of you that have been around a while, I see Lisa, I'll pick Lisa out. Those of you that have been around a while, you know when it's a new shake, it's usually quicker to sell out than if it's a re-release, because everyone wants to try the new shake to see if they're going to like it. When if it's a re-release of mocha shake, for example, those like me that were absolute mocha nuts, I stocked up on it, but there might have been some people that weren't mocha fans, so not everyone bought it. But with a new shake, everyone gets excited about it. So be sure your clients know. There's nothing worse than us emailing and hitting them up and calling our clients and putting it all over HHP, and then having it sell out, and having a client get super, super upset because they missed all of that. You know, we've been getting it out, and maybe they were waiting for payday, or maybe they were waiting for the weekend, and then they miss out. So I feel I offer great customer service by letting my clients know before it would sell out. And Lisa typed in the chat, yeah, they can sell out in hours. We've seen it happen. I can't remember exactly what shake it was, but it was gone in 7 hours, and that was insane. So you just want to make sure that you're on it. And the second you see it go live, make sure you post about it, share it with your clients, and make sure that they don't miss it as well. All right. For those of you that came to the PK Smith training that I had in Ohio last weekend, I would love for you to share maybe in the chat. And maybe if there's anyone that might want to unmute and share a little bit about what you got out of the event, I would love that, because for the rest of you, I decided for two reasons. One, I had PK come to Sugar Creek, 2 minutes from my house, to do this meeting. And I did it for two reasons. One, because Gina Gillen found PK Smith for us, I think about 5 years ago now. And he's done a lot of training for our team. He's privately coached many of you. He's done group coaching for many of you. He's done a few events for us now. And I love the way he breaks down how to do this business in such an easy, duplicatable way. And I had a lot of local people that had vacation plans and couldn't be there. And I thought, I'm going to try to record this training. So what I did was I started a Facebook group, and I added one person to it that I knew she's privately coaching with him, Sarah Farnsworth, and I knew she was just so upset she couldn't be there for the training. So I added her to it, and I recorded the whole thing. I did a Facebook Live, recorded the whole thing in 4 separate segments. And then I thought, well, if it came out good and you could hear him and it was a clean recording, that I would offer it up for everyone. And the second reason I wanted to do that was because PK does such wonderful work. Every ounce of the proceeds that he gets from an event like this goes to Impact Malawi, where he feeds and also does education for the children in Africa. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing when you hear him talk about it. It just puts you to tears. And certainly if you want to learn more about it, search it on YouTube. You can find him on Facebook as well. So what I did, I posted in ISA for Wealth if you haven't seen that. And I just put his link for Impact Malawi, and I suggested a donation of $20. You can donate what you want. If you can't afford the $20, that's fine. I put the suggested donation of $20. If you want to give more than that, that's fine too. But once you do that, you can join the Facebook group, and I haven't been on there yet today to see if there's more people that I need to approve, but I'll do that when I get off this call as well. And then you guys can enjoy the whole day's worth of training too. Is there anyone that might want to share that was at the PK event, what you got out of it, why anyone would want to watch the recording and get on? Go ahead, Marla.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Marla.
The training, I've seen PK several times present different trainings, and this one was so different because it was about the numbers and why we should be using the scripts and why they're so duplicatable and what the value is in presenting the ultimate pack, the value pack, premium pack, and the 30-day. And it was very impactful and just all about posture and why you should be doing that.
Yeah.
I think anybody who hasn't already contributed to his charity and watched the videos should. It was great.
Thank you. And it was really funny because when I have an event like this, I open it up to other friends on other teams. If they're, semi-local within driving distance, I'll shoot messages out. And one of my friends from another team said that she didn't share it with her team because they'd already seen PK. And I was like, okay, I couldn't believe it, because that would be like me saying, I'm not going to go to another Rod Hairston event. I've already heard him. I'd be shooting myself in the foot. Every time someone delivers, even if it's the same message, you are in a different place when you hear it and you learn and hear different things. For example, those of you that have been to Isagenix universities before, you might I've probably gone to 7 Isagenix universities, 6 or 7. And every time I go, I'm taking notes like it's the very first time I've ever gone, and I'm learning and getting new insights from different leaders who share. So it's always, always worth it. So I highly recommend it, guys. This isn't a sales pitch. I get absolutely nothing out of it except the satisfaction that you're helping a good cause, and hopefully you're getting some valuable training that might be able to help you. So certainly I want to send you to ISA for Wealth for that. And I see Susan Wheeler's on here too. She is outside and I'm inside. We're both trying to seek quiet, but this event has been absolutely amazing so far. And so Susan, I'm going to ask, are you able to talk? Yeah? Can you unmute?
Yeah, I'm unmuting. They're clapping in the background here and there, but you can hear me, right?
Can hear you. Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Can you guys hear us? I'm
Awesome.
getting an unstable internet. Can you guys hear okay? All right. All right, Susan, so why don't you share anything that you got today? Was our first full day of training here. Any insights you want to share with everyone?
Well, it was kind of an emotional day. It started out, we got up super early and it was too dark to run where we are. So we decided not to go running, and we waited for everyone to gather outside, and we ended up doing a really great workout and yoga. And, it's been, the last few months have been kind of emotional for me. many, many ways. And I've been, dealing with this illness, and, to be here and to continue growing, we're doing our Transform You call next, and I know a lot of you are probably in there, but one of the things that they said today, what Rod said, it was early this morning, if you're not growing, you're dying. And it's so true. And everything today was a revelation for me. It really was. And it's not that I necessarily heard anything new. And that's what I really want to say to you guys. A lot of what we say and do is repetitious, but that's how you learn, and that's how you grow. And I was scrolling through to see who was on, and I saw Andrea Riley, and she's somewhere here, and she, I remember running with her one day, and we were at a conference. I think we were in Texas, actually. And it was just, fun to run with her and get to know her. And I just know she's a great runner, and is sponsored by some things. But, here she is. She just keeps running, right? It's nothing new and different. She just keeps going out there day after day. Lisa Maciel, I saw her on here too. And, it's nothing special. It's just the same repetitious thing. And, here I am, I'm supposedly not supposed to be traveling because it's not good for me right now, but I'm being mindful of getting enough rest, etc. But I feel so compelled to keep learning and growing. And it's the same thing. I've been through Rod's programs, but it's different because every day we're different. And, I could get emotional now. I'm not going to, but I just want to really make you guys, a lot of what Cindy and I do and believe and preach is mindset. And you can't ever get enough of it. You're never there. And that's another thing that we talked about today. Rod said, you're never there. There is no there. And he was talking about someone who, has homes all over the world and has a $9 million home. And he was really upset because since he was the biggest home in the neighborhood, now there's other homes that are worth more than his, and he's bummed about it. And, he has everything and he's not there. And it's not about like having it all necessarily. It's just about never ending growth. And I have learned and realized so much being here. And I just urge you guys, Cindy and I are doing this for you guys. We're doing this for our team. We're doing this so we can bring you all the knowledge and training and make it easily accessible for you guys, make it affordable for you guys. So, and here we are. I've gotten so many messages, people thinking that, we're helping everyone so much. And I'm like, I feel like I don't know anything, you do and you don't, you're still growing. Yeah. It's just awesome. I hope you can feel me and it's making some sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we talked about today, he in every program Rod does, he always talks about what you guys all learned in the Healthy Mind and Body with the cycle of growth, and starting off in inception and being super, super fired up and excited, and then hitting deception. And, we see this with our clients when we bring someone on, say they have a really big weight loss goal and they're super excited to try a new program and get started. And then right away they hit deception. Maybe they have a bad day and they cheated a little bit, and then they stop using the products for a day. Maybe they stop for the whole week, and we're like, oh, don't stop, don't start. It's so hard to start and stop again. Don't stop. And we want to help them so desperately. But then if they stick with it and they keep working through this cycle, they'll go through transformation, and then it can become part of their identity. And, as I'm looking around on this call, and, Susan called out Andrea and Lisa, like, fitness is their identity, and it's mine too. Like, I can't go. We got up at 5:00 this morning. We were so exhausted from traveling yesterday. We had a late night last night. We were so exhausted, but yet I didn't want to miss out on my workout this morning. So I set my alarm. We went out, we did our workout, because that's our identity. That's who we are. So where in your life do you want to change your identity? Where do you need some work? And that's just something to always be thinking about and growing towards. But what I want to leave you guys with, one of the trainings that I had today, and Susan and I were in different, they kind of broke us up and we're having like breakout sessions. So we both had the same training. I'm not sure if you got to hear this or not, but I want to leave you guys with an action plan tonight. I'm not going to keep you guys very long here on the call, but I want to give you guys something tangible tonight that you guys can do that hopefully will help you. And what Matthew said, Matthew is one of the Growth You trainers. You guys have probably seen him in a video or two. And today, this trip is the first time I've ever met him, and he is amazing. He actually met Rod Hairston when they both worked for Tony Robbins years and years ago, like 20 years ago. And they were together for many, many years, and he's been working with Rod ever since. And he actually did our coaching certification today. So the first level of we have 4 levels we have to go through. He did with us today. And he talked about something that he would do with his coaching clients. And I thought, this is so perfect for our team. So what it is, it's called a dream test. And basically what you want to do is figure out what is your dream with Isagenix. So you can do this in any area of your life. So certainly if you guys do this exercise for Isagenix tonight, think about it in every area of your life, your health, every area of your life, not just Isagenix, but we're going to talk about just that. So you're doing this dream test. What is your dream with Isagenix? And I want you guys to think beyond your next rank advancement. So, every day I write down what my next rank advancement is in my Franklin planner. That's always my goal. But my dream is far bigger than that. My dream is to have everyone on this page right now, as far as I can see, to be 6-figure income earners, if that's your desire, to set your families financially free, for you to achieve all of your goals, for us to have such an impact on health and wellness everywhere. Like, my dreams are absolutely huge. So what I want you to do is figure out what your dream is. What is your individual dream? There's some of you that work together with your spouse. I see Jody and Randy on here tonight, and you guys are doing this together as a family and a couple. So figure that out. What is your dream? And then write every single thing you need to do to achieve that dream. So say, for example, your dream is to become an Isagenix millionaire. And the reason, you have to get to the heart of why, not just because you want your title to say millionaire and you want the shiny, dazzly lanyard at a celebration. That's not why. You want that because why? For me, it was, I wanted my 4 children to be able to go to whatever college they wanted to go to and not have to worry like I did. I want them to be able to not have to pay on student loans till they're 30 like my husband did. The list goes on and on with what my why was, why I wanted to achieve that. It wasn't a title for me at all. It was, I knew when I would hit that status, that would mean I have by then impacted thousands and thousands of people's lives. I have helped probably hundreds of people financially, that they're making a huge contribution into their family's income now. So it was so much more to me than just the title. So I want you guys to figure that out and write every single thing you need to do in order to make that happen. And that could be pages long. So whatever your goal is, every single thing you need to do in order to achieve that goal, minor things, every single thing that you need to do. And then after you're done with your list, and that could take you guys 30 minutes, it could take you guys an hour, then what you're going to do is go back in and highlight all of the scary ones. So just kind of like we have a chicken list of people that maybe were hesitant to pick up the phone and call about our Isagenix opportunity, you're going to highlight all the things that maybe frighten you just a little bit. And then is there any that you won't do? Circle something that you won't do. And he gave this beautiful explanation. He talked about this guy he was coaching that was really unhappy. And so they got to the heart of what was his dream. And his dream was to be a musician. And so he had a family. He had another job outside of music. And so he had him go through this exercise, and he wrote down every single thing he needed to do in order to make his dream of being a musician come true. And then he highlighted the things that scared him. And then he circled anything that he would not do. And the only thing he circled was that he did not want to travel. And that was part of his dream, was to travel and to be a musician. And Matthew asked him, why are you circling that? And he said, because I have my family. I can't be leaving my family. So it was such an interesting twist for him, because he thought that because he couldn't leave his family, he had to give up on his dream and he couldn't be a musician. And Matthew said, absolutely not. You just need to change it. We can make sure that your dreams come true without you traveling. And so they just shifted. They shifted what his thought process was. He had to travel to become a musician, where here he could just do events locally that he wouldn't have to leave and travel and leave his family and put any stress on his family. So think about that for you and how that's going to pertain to you. What is it that you're unwilling to do? Is it something that, you're absolutely unwilling to do? When it comes to my Isagenix business, there's very little I'm unwilling to do. I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to get on the phone. I'm willing to set appointments up. I'm willing to do sip-in samples. I'm willing to do Zoom meetings, Zoom calls. All of those things are things that I must do to take my business to the next level. Very few things I'm unwilling to do, but there might be. So think about that for you. If you have, a lot of you guys have full-time jobs outside of Isagenix, so there might be a couple things you're unwilling to do. Maybe you're unwilling to take unpaid vacation days to go to a conference. That doesn't mean that you can never go to a conference. That might just mean you have to go to something that's on a weekend only, that you don't have to take a day off, but it still can be doable for you. So consider that and try this dream test out. And I really want you guys to, when I post this recording in ISA for Wealth, once you do this, I'd love to hear your shares on it. If anyone would be willing to share what your dream was and what you learned from this experience, I would absolutely love to hear that. And I want to look over in the notes here. Okay, I just wanted to see if I missed anything. All right, and I'm just wondering now, is there any questions that you guys have? I've got a few minutes here before I need to get off. So does anyone want to unmute and ask any questions? No? Okay. All right. Well, next week, I believe our guest is Jay Bennett. I will post about that. The famous Jay Bennett. I absolutely love him. I just heard from him today confirming, so I'm pretty sure it's him on the 25th. I need to look it up. But in the meantime, happy Raspberry Cheesecake Day. I hope that you guys have some record-breaking cycle weeks this week. And just remember to let people know that you really care enough about them that you don't want them to miss out on this, because that's going to be a great flavor. I know I, for one, am super, super excited. I love raspberries. I love cheesecake. The combination I can't wait for. And actually, I do have a friend that got to sample this shake. So I wondered if this might be I was wondering if this might have been our seasonal shake. And she told me it was absolutely amazing. So I'm hoping it doesn't sell out tomorrow, but guys, be ready for it and let your clients know so that they don't go into deception when they go to order. Let them know it might be easier ordering from their app. So set people up for success on this. Let them know everybody's thousands and thousands of people are going to be ordering at the same time. The computer might be jammed up. So let them know these things could happen so they're prepared for it. They don't freak out when it happens. They don't get upset about it, that they know it might happen, to just keep trying, and certainly they'll be able to get theirs. And I always, just so you guys know, I always order extra just in case, because I'm always worried I might have a client that just couldn't do it for some reason, didn't get the memo, all the memos I've sent on the shake. So I always order a couple extra just in case. So if you're able to do that, that might be something you want to do as well. But I thank you guys for hopping on the call tonight. And I wanted to have a guest for you, but they actually were doing a team picture out there, and they're already eating a big group dinner. So I'm sorry I couldn't sneak anyone in here with you on the call tonight. But for those of you doing the Transform You, we'll see you guys in a little over a half hour. And I'm going to shoot for pulling someone in on that training. So we'll see you guys.
We do have someone for that training.
Oh,
we do.
Awesome.
someone up. I lined up a cool guy. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, have a great night, and we'll see you guys, and happy Raspberry Cheesecake Day tomorrow. Bye, guys.